Welcome back to SF, a Giants recap, and the Giants, they finally won. A solid game, not clean, but a solid game. The Giants were able to put up enough offense to get the win. Mike Yastrzemski, he started off with a home run. I love the approach. Get attacking early. We saw the first swing, then he hit the second one out of the park. That is the type of approach you want. You want to go up there aggressive, but contained aggressive, so it's not wild, and that's what he did. But the weird thing is, he came back in like the 7th inning up to bat, and he changed up his whole approach and struck out. He was hesitant about everything, not really committing towards any pitch, was very swinging at bad pitches, very just discombobulated in the box, and what happened is he strikes out. That's the difference in approach. So the Giants, they need to hone in on approach. That is the biggest thing right now between success and failure, and the Giants have had a lot of failure lately. Jung Ho Lee played amazing today. Triple, double, and a single. He was close to the cycle, and he did phenomenal today. Got the line drives going. He finally got out of his slump. Great to see Jung Ho Lee step it up, get out of his slump, and he now needs to stay out of his slump. He needs to keep the level swings. Today was all line drives, level swings. That is the type of Jung Ho Lee that we signed. That's the type of Jung Ho Lee who we've seen. Now we need to keep it that way when he gets out of a slump like this, because this is a big deal for him in the terms that the Giants are in right now, because it's been bad. Rafael Devers still struggled today, still sucked it up in the batter's box, but he did have one good thing, a single which scored a run, so that was a positive. He still is just not looking like the guy we signed, and he was one of the best hitters in baseball and looks lost. Patrick Bailey, he came through with a single. I was surprised. He's looking better. Today was a lot more competent game. I think getting yelled at, having a horrible game yesterday, made his focus a lot better today, made him aware of his mistakes, because today he looked a lot better catcher behind the plate, looked like a lot better catcher at the plate, and he contributed greatly to this team's win today. And that is what you want to see. You want to see accountability. Bailey needs to be held accountable when he does bad, give him props when he does well, but he needs to stay humble, and that's the thing that Bailey really needs to drive in, is you're not the best guy out there. Play as a team, because he's lackadaisical sometimes, not focused, and today he was, and look what happened. He played good behind the plate. He played well at the plate. Those things coincide with each other when he's level-headed and keeping his wits around him. So, great game from Patrick Bailey. Got to give him props there. Brett Wisely, he came in with a single as well. He played solid defense at third and had an overall great game, solid game today. And the Giants, what happened there in the 9th? We bring in Dval, and he allows a 2-run homer to Ketel Marte, and things are not looking good. But Patrick Bailey comes in with a sac fly. We score the run. We put Dval back out there, which I was a little hesitant about. I mean, he's better than Walker. I trust him more than Walker and probably anyone else in that bullpen at the moment. So put him out there, and it turned out to be the right move by Bob Melvin. But you can't leave Dval without pitching for like 5 days. Dval hasn't pitched for a while. We put him out there, and look what happens. He doesn't do well, because that's not Dval's fault in that situation. Melvin has to keep rotating the guys in the proper spots. Like, if a guy hasn't pitched for 3 days, find him a spot, especially if he's your top guy. Like Dval, Rodriguez, Rogers, Miller, those 4 right there, they have to be pitching at least once every 3 or 4 games to keep them like in the game, in that type of game scenario, because you can have them pitch all you want in the bullpen, but until they're in the game, that's when it matters, and they need those reps or else they're going to get lost. Speaking of the bullpen today, Bob Melvin, he managed the bullpen solid today. I like the way he managed it. He pulled Roop before anything got too sketchy, and Roop, he had a solid 4 innings, didn't allow too much. He did allow the 2 runs, but Bob Melvin yanked him, put in Eric Miller before too much damage could be done. All that happened was a sac fly. Then he got out of it with 2 strikeouts. That is what a good manager can do, is put in the right guy at the right time, take out the wrong guy, and we saw results today. So that was good. We limited the damage. Only a sac fly. You'll take that with bases loaded and no outs. Spencer Bivens, he came in. He did really solid. He had 2 strikeouts. Looked great today. Then we put in Randy Rodriguez. And what does Randy Rodriguez do? He gets out of a jam. Then he put himself in with the double play and a strikeout. Looks great. And that is the guy you want in there. Then we put in Tyler Rogers. He has a little bit of hiccup, but not too much damage. Limits it. Only allows the 1 run. And then put in Dval, and that happens. So I'd say today Bob Melvin stepped it up a little bit with his managerial positioning and everything. The only thing is, Tyler Rogers, I feel like it's a little bit sketchy putting him back up against Eugenio Suarez, who homered off him. That's not That's not a lot of good situational awareness by Bob Melvin. You're putting a guy who just hammered one on Monday against Rogers, and you're putting Rogers back out there to face him. That's the things that I don't understand. I feel like you got to be more aware of that. But it turned out fine. He grounded out. But those little things right there could come back to bite us in the butt. And thankfully it didn't today, and the Giants had a solid game. So that'll do it for today's recap. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time for a new SF at Giants Recap video.